We welcome you to North Shore Marine. We support a large parts and accessories for Johnson, Evinrude, Yamaha, and Suzuki. And we also have parts for your boat, not only just the motor. So you can come in and get pretty much everything you need and be on your way. So you name it, we got it. We sell Sea Arc aluminum boats, a wide variety we try to keep in stock so we can accommodate just about anybody. We service Johnson, Evinrude, Yamaha, and Suzuki. We have a master technician in our staff, and he's highly accredited. Well, of course, we're a family-oriented business. We try to keep it on that level. We're concerned for the well-being of our customers. Come visit us at North Shore Marine.
Galena Park North Shore has been to the state tournament here at the Irwin Center on 3 separate occasions. In 1991, they lost to Greg Ostertag and eventual state champion Duncanville. In 1997, they lost to Kimball in the state championship game. But here in 2014, they pick up their first state title in school history in boys basketball under head coach David Green, who's also taken 4 different teams to the state tournament, and this is his first state championship as well.
Why do they call us the Can Man? Because anybody can get it.
True, anybody can get or win a state title. But for number 4 Galena Park North Shore, the Mustangs had to beat the top 3 teams in the state in consecutive games to be crowned champions. After going 28-3 in the regular season, the Mustangs had little trouble advancing to the regional final, where they battled number 3 Fort Bend Bush. Key free throws and 20 points from Kerwin Roach propelled North Shore into the state semis. But the road to a state title in Austin was full of a lot of traffic. No, not only I-35, but with number 2 DeSoto and number 1 Converse Judson advancing as well, the 5A Final Four was destined to be a classic. Those 3 schools, along with Allen, who was the other 5A qualifier, had combined for 10 football championships, but only 2 basketball titles. North Shore drew DeSoto and Coach Chris Dyer in the state semis. The Green and Gold Eagles were making their 4th Final Four trip, all since North Shore's last appearance in 1997. DeSoto also had the 2 basketball titles mentioned earlier. The game went back and forth with 7 lead changes, and the Mustangs needed a 4th quarter comeback to secure the win. Trailing 41-38 with about 4 minutes remaining, Brandon Green hit a key shot to pull his team within 1. That was the last field goal of the game for North Shore, but the team hit 8 straight free throws to build up a 3-point lead in the closing seconds. The victory appeared to be sealed when Baylor Bears signee Terry Maston was called for an intentional foul, but Jarrell Foster missed both free throws. Add in a turnover by Kerwin Roach, which gave DeSoto's Julian Miranda an attempt at a desperation 3 to tie it at the buzzer, but it was short, and North Shore survived 48-45.
From day one, we started our first practice. We said we would be here, and we said we was coming here to win the state championship. If that's not enough to come out and play hard and have some momentum and be excited, then something's wrong. And I believe in these guys. I know they will be ready tomorrow.
Converse Judson defeated Allen in the other semi to set up the 5A final between 2 legendary coaches, David Green and Mike Wacker, who had 7 state Final Four appearances without a title between them. The game was so big that it drew more than 10,000 fans to the Irwin Center, including one fan known as Shaq, who won a championship at San Antonio Cole 25 years earlier.
Oh man, that was crazy. I'm looking at it like, is this Shaq for real? I said, what's up, Shaq? What's up, boy? I was like, oh man, this is great. This is a wonderful feeling.
Oh yeah, I pointed at him. I saw him. I was like, what's up, Shaq? But he pointed back at me, and it was great.
The kids were so excited that he was here. They knew he was out there watching. They kind of took it up another notch.
Apparently, playing in front of Shaq didn't affect the Mustangs. After a back-and-forth opening 4 minutes, North Shore scored 8 of the final 10 points of the first quarter and took a 17-10 lead over the Rockets after 8 minutes. 14 of the 17 points were scored inside the paint.
In the lecture before the game, I said, the most important part with playing a good team like Judson, you have to get the lead. And the only way we're going to get a good lead is apply pressure early, so that we have to come out and play us man-to-man, then our quickness will enable us to go bound.
In the second, Jarrell Foster scored twice off layups, and North Shore led by as many as 11 in the quarter. Foster would finish the game with a double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds. Judson's David Wacker and Rayshawn Wynn scored the final 2 field goals of the half to cut the lead to 26-20 at recess. The championship deciding moments were in the third period. Brandon Green hit a 3 right out of the locker room to stretch the lead to 9. Neither team shot well for most of the third, but the Mustang defense grounded the Rockets in the stanza. North Shore sped up the game by slowing it down. They used a stalled offense to limit the number of Rocket possessions, which was extremely effective. Judson only had 11 possessions the entire quarter, and 6 ended in Rocket turnovers. The steal by Kerwin Roach led to an alley-oop layup by Foster. Not only did North Shore outscore the Rockets 13-5 in that 8-minute quarter, but they held Judson to only 1 field goal in building up the lead to 39-25. When the offense wasn't slowing the ball down, the defense was forcing turnovers. For the game, Judson committed 18 turnovers while North Shore committed only 4. The Mustangs outscored Judson 22-2 in points off turnovers. Those two stats illustrated the difference in the game.
Our guards play hard, and I love our guards. They like to pressure the defense, and they help me out a lot with making turnovers in the front court, and it gives us easy points.
Even when we're struggling, not making any baskets. Like yesterday, we went 8 minutes without scoring, but our defense kept us in the game, and then we finally started making some shots, created some turnovers, and got some layups. And the kids believe in it. They always believe that I don't care what time it is on the court, we have a chance with our defense to make some plays.
The Mustangs clearly had one hand on the golden trapezoid that would go to the winner. However, they couldn't celebrate quite yet because one team had already blown a 14-point second-half lead earlier in the day to lose a state championship. Judson's Julian Erickson hit a pair of threes to cut the lead to 10 early in the fourth, forcing David Green to use a timeout. Coming out of the stoppage, the Houston area team ran off a 7-0 run to put the game away. It all started with a Brandon Green layup and was punctuated by this slam dunk by Roach to go up 48-31 with only 4 minutes remaining. At that point, the only questions were what the final score would be and who would be named the game's MVP. North Shore storms the court as the final horn goes off and the Mustangs celebrate a 57-45 victory. Memories of past failures erased in Austin while adding a basketball title to the football state championship won in 2003. 3 Mustangs scored in double figures, along with Foster's 16, Roach scored 15, and Green finished with 11. The Mustangs also held Wacker to 13 points, the only Rocket in double figures. Sheree Foster was named MVP for the game for his double-double and key plays in the second half.
It was a dream come true. I would never believe that I would come out and get the MVP of the 5A state tournament. And it just feels so good to win the championship and get the MVP.
Even though Brandon Etienne could have been named MVC, Most Valuable Celebrator.
I got it, Johnny! Stand up, man! Go! We number 1!
It was just defense. Defense, like you said. Defense, and coach is really big on defense, and we knew that if we just play our game and play hard defense, everybody told us we was a great defensive team, that we'll come out here and get this victory, and that's what we had.
I believe all the teams that came in, they believed, but I think this one, from day one, it wasn't no once we started winning some games, the first practice, they felt like they were good enough to make it happen. And they bought into the vision. We told them if you play defense, good things will happen all year long. We're gonna make some things. We're gonna make some noise. And y'all love up-tempo basketball, pressure 94 feet, make them turn it over. You're gonna have some fun, and it's fun. So that's why we're victorious and we're state champs.
Superintendent Angie Williams had the honor of handing off the trophy, complete with nylon netting from the hoop to the team, while North Shore AD Vince Sebo helped pass out the medals along the way.
Throw that gold in there! Throw that real gold in there!
Drive home with the team as a champion. How does that feel? They're all behind you right now. Kind of let them know what you're thinking right now.
Fellas,
I
love you guys. State champs, baby. State champs. Love those guys. Love you guys, fellas. Love you guys. Including you too, Coach. Love you guys, man.
You played with Joe Dumars at McNeese. He went on to play, obviously, with the Detroit Pistons. What did you learn just kind of being around a guy like that about the ability for guards to take a game over and really be an impact position?
Joe was a leader on the floor, and he paid the price to be a leader, and he displayed the skills, made things happen on the court because he works hard. And I told the kids, I said, that's what you have to do. I seen Joe put countless hours in to make plays, and I sold that to those kids, and that's what they do in practice, put more time in, and good things will come out.
To knock on the door in 91, to kind of push it open a little bit in 97, and to see these kids bust through. Many of them came through my basketball camp, and to see them on top of the hill, man, is beautiful. I feel like a proud father right now. This is what it's all about. You know, as a school board trustee, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but to see moments like this makes it all worth it.
After the arena emptied out, the celebration continued into the locker room.
Hey, let's get one more dance in here, baby. Why do they call us a can man? Because anybody can get it.
And North Shore can and did win the 2014 Boys State Basketball title. Reporting from Austin, Jeff Power, Max Prep Sports, your leader in online high school sports content.